Monasher Yekti's tomato plant at SF MoMA from 1959 is an oil-on-canvas work that is remarkable in that I think it was, or at least could have been, a major influence on the rise of the figurative abstract expressionists. Because you had figures like Motherwell already sort of doing this. De Kooning. But at first glance, it does, to a degree, look like a tomato plant. There are the green, and you see the red circles, which at first I thought were cherries. And I thought this would be the cherry tree, but no, it's a tomato plant. And it's not depicting a tomato plant as it would look to us in an actual examination. Even if you put it at a distance like you would a sargent work, it doesn't immediately form the tomato plant. But when you actually look at it, you can see what is representing the tomatoes, what is representing the leaves, what is representing the vine, what's representing the background. There's even a sort of sky, water, earth denotation. But it's a key moment, I think, 1959, where we start to see the figurativists come out of the abstract expressionist world. We already had woman. We already had some of the early Diebenkorn movements in that direction. But this is a phase that is really impressive to me because it is expressing both what the Impressionists, and especially the Expressionists, were doing in the late 1900s, or late 1800s, into the early 1900s, as well as what the Abexers were doing in the 40s and 50s. This isn't biomorphism. This is representationalism by color. And that's what's key. You literally could have just put splotches of red and green and blue and white in particular sections, and the idea would have been the same. Instead, we get this wild brushwork, which is remarkable and thick paint. It's beautifully done. The sensation of a tomato plant is there. Even if, when you break down the individual element, there's very little that would indicate that this is a tomato plant as opposed to a cherry tree or even just a bunch of red circly things within a mass of black and green and blues. There is a essentialism to it, an experientialism to it, that makes this a remarkable piece.